Let's get to our next segment. Tomorrow's headlines. This is where we talk about what we think tomorrow's big headlines will be, or at least one of them. Here's mine, Tyler. Okay, with the debut of my fellow Turks, Supermassive. All right, I'm not trying to be a homer or anything. Okay, not at all trying to be a homer in any way, shape, or form. Okay, I'll just put this here. My headline is Turkish delights, Supermassive on the doorstep of qualification.
How's it gonna happen, Arda? How's it gonna happen? Tell me.
Sorry, I'm a little busy putting this around my. I'm Lee Sinning my scarf here. Sorry. It's gonna be I believe that this team has some. Well, obviously they have some experience now with Cacao. Has been to a stage like this before. NA fans very familiar with Cacao. World fans very familiar with Cacao. They have a lot of players from the Turkish scene that are well established. Armut in the top lane. Zaytnot has been in this on this team for a very long time, and he was basically the core of the bot lane with Snowflower, who has now returned to Supermassive, and that was a very successful. 2018 was their most successful year, and that bot duo really led the charge. And so they've been reunited in the bot lane. They were very successful in summer in the TCL, and I think that they're going to turn some heads here. I think that they've had a chance to take a look at some teams here and what kind of picks are being made, and certain, at least an introduction into the meta. I think it suits them to be able to play in day 2 and have day 1 off to watch all these games. They are a team that prepares very well, and speaking with their general manager. So I think that they might turn some heads, and we're going to wait and see. And then, this scarf is just the beginning, Tyler.
Yeah. I mean, their first match is against INTZ, which I think is winnable. I think we can all agree, chat and us included, that I think INTZ look very beatable. I think Armut is a very strong top laner who can match up with Tay. I think overall talent-wise, Supermassive should take that game. I think the spicy one is, and if they do this, Arda, you can have your celebration moment tomorrow, just like I'm doing for NA today. It's Mad Lions versus Supermassive. If Supermassive can topple Mad Lions, whoo boy, oh my god, because that's the only Mad Lions game tomorrow. They would be 1-2 if they lost that game to Supermassive, and Supermassive would be 2-0 if they beat INTZ and Mad Lions. If that happens, if those two things happen, you can celebrate Turkish Delight all you want, because Europe is going to be throwing Mad Lions out of their continent if that happens tomorrow. So that game is, the circle. The most important matchup tomorrow is Supermassive versus Mad Lions, because that is a really spicy one where it's a must win for Mad Lions. They can't go down 1-2, but Supermassive is a very tricky team, and I do like the experience. It's very similar to TL, right, where the Supermassive team has a lot of experience behind them with Cacao and Snowflower. And this is the world stage. I don't think Cacao is going to shrink under this pressure. So I'm looking for a classic Cacao performance tomorrow. And if that happens, we might have a celebrating Arda tomorrow's show. So,
and like we said, jungler, very important position in this world's meta, and Cacao, someone who could definitely adapt to the meta and has that experience. So I don't know, the pieces seem to be going in place for Supermassive. I'm not going to celebrate. I'm not going to go eat some kebabs and play my Darbuka drum just yet, but it's on deck. It's on deck, Tyler.
It's possible. Okay? It's very possible. Like, watching Mad Lions struggle against INTZ, if Supermassive come out and play at their peak form, there's no reason why they can't beat INTZ and Mad Lions. If that happens, this group's it's upside down, and Europe's going to be very, very angry.
Speaking of Europe, what's your headline?
My headline is Europe's real 4th seed, Unicorns of Love. And I'm not saying Mad Lions is going to lose to Supermassive tomorrow, but I do think after Unicorns of Love plays tomorrow, I think the Reddit, the Twitter, the social media fans are going to be like, Unicorns of Love is the real 4th European seed. They are the real 4th seed. We don't care about Mad Lions. They're a bunch of rookies. Our real 4th team is from Russia. The strong Russians, Moscow 5, Gambit, now Unicorns of Love. This is the real European team, because they have a tricky schedule tomorrow. But if they go 2-0 tomorrow, I think this headline is going to ring true, and I believe it, because I really do think Unicorns of Love is one of the better teams in the play-ins. They go against V3 Esports, who've been getting a lot of love. I've been hearing a lot of rumors that V3 Esports is actually quite good, which is a bit surprising since we ranked them last in our power rankings. I was not nearly as impressed by them as some others with their regional final performance versus DFM. But I've been hearing a lot of good things about V3 and how they've been doing well. So I think Unicorns of Love should still beat V3, and then Unicorns of Love will be playing against PSG Talon in another heavy hitter match tomorrow. And just like how Supermassive beats Mad Lions, everything goes crazy. I think Unicorns of Love can beat PSG Talon, and then that just turns everything crazy around in that group as well. So I watching a lot of the Unicorns of Love's games, they're very messy, they're bloody, they're proactive though. And that's the thing that I really do like, is that even when they make mistakes, they're always thinking of the next thing to do. They might die over, a bungled team fight or a bungled dive, but they're never saying, okay, let's just handshake for 20 minutes and try to stabilize. They're always thinking of how they can do the next proactive move, and they're the mechanically talented players enough to do it. So tomorrow, I foresee, I can already see the Reddit threads and the Reddit comments when Mad Lions loses to Supermassive and Unicorns of Love beats PSC Talent. Everyone's going to go, oh, Unicorns of Love have always been the fourth team. They've always been the real European team. It's never been Mad Lions. It's always been Unicorns of Love. So I'm really excited for Unicorns of Love to debut tomorrow at Rhodes.